Hey guys. Welcome back to my channel. The movie I'm going to recap is Too Handsome to Handle, released in 2019. So let's get into it without waiting. Sit back and enjoy this interesting comedy story of a too handsome man. Moss Kulin is the youngest child of the Moss family. The family is famous for their handsomeness. Due to their handsomeness, they earn money and popularity. Moss Kis, the oldest son, is an internet influencer while Kulin is being homeschooled. All his life he gets extraordinary attention, so he decides to spend most of his time in the house. His family is worried about his social life and monitors his activities through a camera. His father and brother do several attempts in past to get him out of the house but don't get any positive results. One night Kulin goes to the kitchen to get the water when he hears his parents arguing. His father says that he will try to get another job while his mother says that she will only eat eggs so they can afford Kulin's homeschooling. Hearing the conversation, Kulin gets very worried and goes to his room and sleeps hugging his family photo. Meanwhile, his parents and brother staged all this and are happy that it seems to have the desired effect on Kulin. In the morning when he comes for breakfast, his father is searching for new jobs while his mother is eating eggs. Seeing that, he gets more determined and announces that he will go to regular school next semester. His brother is happy that he will have finally some interaction with girls, but Kulin says that he will go to an all-boys school. His parents are happy but don't show it much, so he will keep believing their genius plan. On the first day of school, his brother drops him off and asks him once again if he is sure about going to an all-boys school. Kulin says that he is here to study and goes inside wearing his helmet. When he goes to the class, students don't let him sit anywhere, so when the teacher comes inside, he is standing, which gives him the immediate attention of the teacher. The teacher asks him to get off his helmet instantly or she will call the principal. When he takes off his helmet, teacher faints due to his handsomeness and they have to take her to the hospital. The principal asks the students about the incident and they tell him that it was because of the new student's handsomeness. Before the principal could ask for him, Kulin runs from there but unluckily gets caught by school bullies. They bring him to their hideout and ask if he is this handsome or just wearing a mask to get more attention. Their leader asks him if he knows any of them, but another person tells him that he is a new student. Upon hearing that, they give a self-explanatory trailer of their gang 3 tack and introduce the 3 members Cidi, Dicky, and Erno. They tell him that they want him to talk to Amanda, a girl from BBM school, and convince her for the prom night. They ask him to use his handsomeness and defeat Amanda with his beauty, as she is declining their request for the past 3 years, saying that no one is qualified to go to a prom night with her. They also have another student, Kibo, kidnapped and ask him to help Kulin too, as he is on prom committee. They say that if they failed in their task they will get beaten up. When they go away, Kulin says that he will complain about them to the principal and goes to the office even though Kibo tries to stop him. Kibo tries to stop him but he goes to report them anyway. At the principal office, Kulin is surprised to know that the leader of the gang, Cidi, is the youngest son of the principal. The principal says that they should go with what the gang says or it can happen that they both will never be able to graduate. When they come out of the office, Kulin asks Kibo why is he in their eyes. Kobe says that his brother was a classmate of Cidi and used to beat him in every fight, so they now take it out on him. They properly introduce themselves and agrees to go to girls' school as none of them want to overstay in the school. When they go to BBM High School, all the girls come in the corridors and bully Kibo for his looks. They shout at Kulin to take off his helmet. He gets pressurized and takes off his helmet, which causes all the girls to go mad. The incident gets a place in the news, which makes Kulin insanely popular. People, mostly girls, start coming to his house and his family takes advantage of the situation and makes easy money from this. They set an entry ticket and then show girls around the house where Kulin lives. The handsome looks of his father and brother add fuel to the fire and the amount of people coming there increases highly. Kulin is wandering around the city when he sees his family on the news on a shop's TV. His picture with the helmet is also shown, which makes people around him recognize him and he has to run for his life. He goes to a rooftop of a building and calls his family. Kulin is very upset with them and says that they sold him. His parents try to deny it but forget that they are on a video call. Kulin sees all the activity happening around his house and hangs up the call angrily. As he is standing on the edge of a rooftop, a sudden voice of a girl startles him. He turns towards her and is surprised to see that she doesn't faint after seeing him. He asks her why she is not unconscious or getting a nosebleed. The girl thinks he is insane and goes away, saying that people these days are out of hand. The unusual occurrence of events makes his heart beat rapidly for the girl. He then goes to Kibo to ask for a place to stay. Kibo brings him to his own house and asks his grandma if Kulin can stay. She happily agrees and doesn't faint after seeing Kulin's bare face, and they both warmly welcome Kulin into their house. In the morning he wakes up listening to the news about him on the radio. Kibo asked him if does homeschool because he hates people, but Kulin says that it is because he has enough people reacting so strangely after seeing him. He tells Kibo about the girl he met on the rooftop and says that he doesn't know her name but she was wearing BBM's uniform. Kibo assures him that they will find her as they already have to go there for a prom proposal. When they go to BBM High School, they get to wait in the chemistry lab. Amanda, the beauty queen of the school, is sitting in an art class as a model when she gets the news about their arrival. When she goes to meet him, she is impressed by Kulin but keeps her cool. She looks at the proposal and says that she will discuss it with the committee about it and then will get back to them. As they go out of there, she gets a nosebleed. Outside the school, all the girls surround him, and even though Kulin sees the girl from the rooftop, he couldn't get to her. Back at their school, they get the message about the approval of the prom proposal at lunch, which sends the whole school into a state of celebration. Later at night, Kulin dreams about the rooftop girl being his prom date. For the next few days, Kulin's life becomes very normal as he plays games with Kibo, watches soap serials with his grandma, and even does laundry with Kibo. One day Kibo says that their neighbors invited them for a game of futsal and Kulin has to go with him. Kulin refuses at first, but when Kobe says that he will introduce him to his crush, he agrees. At the game, he gets all the attention as usual even though he is an average player. When the game ends, Kobe leaves him for a while to go to the bathroom. Kulin decides to go to the stall there and buy something. When he goes to the stall, he is surprised to see the girl from the rooftop there. He is trying to get the introduction when suddenly Kobe comes and starts talking to the girl casually. Kulin finds that the girl's name is Rear and she is friends with Kobe. They go to eat out together and Kulin is silent all the time while Kobe and Rear talk and laugh among themselves. He finds that Rear doesn't go to the prom as she doesn't like crowded places. It kind of crushes his hopes. When they come back, he finds that Kobe knows her for a year since her mother opened that stall. Kulin confesses to Kobe that he loves this normal life and wishes to live like this one day. The next day he goes to meet his brother to ask for help to get the girl. His brother is ecstatic to know that his baby brother is finally grown up. Their parents are also sitting in another stall but don't come near as they think he is still mad at them. Kulin says that he is not mad anymore as he gets to experience a normal life because of that. Later his brother tells him all the techniques and says he should focus on getting to know her favorite food, knowing a small thing about her, and most importantly knowing her zodiac sign. He takes his brother's advice seriously and takes notes about everything while hanging out with her. One day when he is hanging out with Kibo and Rear, he finds that Kibo knows about her zodiac sign. He is worried to know that his rival is his own best friend. Sensing his bad mood, Kibo says that they will go to karaoke the next day to cheer him up. The next day at school, Amanda invites Kulin to her birthday party, which means that the whole school can go as is the rule. Later at night, they go to the karaoke and when Kibo goes out to use ATM, Kulin talks to Rear and says that he knows she has a crush on Kibo but she should not get her hopes high as he likes Amanda and she can come to the party if she wants to confirm. Kulin then calls Amanda and asks her to kiss Kibo in front of Rear and in return he will be her prom date. His plan works perfectly at the party and he follows Rear when she storms out crying after seeing Kibo and Amanda kiss. She says that she thought Kibo was different from all of them but he is also the same. Kulin says that he is not like other boys and likes her but she says that she cannot see him as anything more than a friend crushing his plan. Sidi's gang also sees Amanda kissing Kibo, so when they find him alone, they beat him up. At Kibo's home, his grandma takes care of his wounds. At night before going to sleep when Kibo gives him a card for his collection, he couldn't take the guilt anymore and tells Kibo all about his plan. Kibo gets very angry with him and kicks him out of the house in the middle of a rainy night and he goes back to his home and goes straight to his room without talking to anyone. Kibo doesn't talk to him at school now, which makes time very slow for him. His family tries to brighten up his mood but nothing works. His mother got to his room one day and they have a heart-to-heart talk. She says that the most important thing for his family is that he stays happy and if his previous life makes him happy, he can stay at home. His father also talks with him and says that a handsome face is not guaranteed to get everything and it is a handsome heart that matters. After talking to his parents, he gets new motivation and makes it possible for Kibo and Rear to get together as he secretly gets a confession from Kibo while Rear is listening to it on phone. He says that it was not the girl who made his school days worthwhile but it was a friend who saw him for who he is. Kibo and Rear go to the prom together while Kulin goes with Amanda to fulfill his end of the deal. Amanda and Kulin win the title of King and Queen of Prom and as they are getting their crowns, he hears a girl saying that he is not that handsome and his heart immediately starts to beat for her. Thanks for watching the recap. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like the video so you don't miss any content from us. Stay tuned for more such thrilling and amazing movies. See you soon. Bye.